Mr. CSP TV, back on interviews. Bopstar in the house, Ancestral Soul, 27th December, 09. Here we go. Bopstar, pleasure to have you here. Ancestral Soul.
Pleasure, my pleasure.
How long have you been in the business, bro?
Boy, there is a question. To be honest, I've been in the amateur for a lot longer than I've been in the business. So I've been
how long have you been in the amateur and the business?
I've probably been in the amateur all my life.
Yeah?
Most of my life, since school days. But I've been in the business.
I'm going to ask you how old you are.
Yeah, should. 21.
It's 21. I'm 21, so I'm with you on that.
You get me?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. No, the business only a couple of years. As I first, it took me a while to finish stuff that I was really happy with. I've always spun, I've always dabbled with beats, but it took me a couple of years. It took me a long time, but then about 2006, and there was a tune called Octavia. I've known Phil Asher, and I've known Afronaut pretty much like most of my adult life since like 93 or something.
Okay.
So I always had them to bounce off. When I showed Phil the Octavia in like 2006, so that went to Restless Soul, and that was really the start. And you know, I lived through this whole of the noughties, going down to Co-op. You know, Broken Beat was such a big part.
That's right.
What I was doing, and it's only this last couple of years I found my way back to Soulful House. Basically,
is there a reason why you found yourself back to Soulful House?
For a long time, I grew up on it, like Masters, Blaze, obviously, you know, the proper Paul Trouble Anderson, Wednesdays, the Loft, Camden. That was the spot. That was the thing. I kind of fell out of love. There was a piece of magic at that point, and I don't know, it ran out of steam. Ultimately, I'm a soul DJ more than I'm a house DJ.
Okay.
So whether it be jazz or house or broken.
So do you see there's a definition between the two, between all the house, or do you class house as house?
Boy, that is a good question, because there is a certain house music vibe which is infectious, and then there's a soul thing which infects me in a different way. Sometimes you get like a track which is so simple, just a house thing. Yes and no.
Even then.
You see, yeah, I mean...
The Huey Massacre.
Oh yeah, totally. Like I don't have much Huey Massacre, but you know, there's Dollar Ibrahim as well. There's and yeah, like Huey Massacre produced that letter. That's right. What's wrong with Ruby? That was just crazy. So definitely then. As for now it's kind of weird, because like there seems like same with us and same with this city. Like there's similarities between South African scene and London scene. There's an old school of real soulful house people, and I know, because I know there's you know, the guy in South Africa, Da Vinci, who really broke the soulful house scene out there. And a lot of people like Black Coffee, they're a result of what Vinny did. They're a result of, you know, that history of real soulful house. Everything, of course, has got a lot more techie lately, which again is the same thing we see in London.
That was my next question. How do you see the scene going?
I have no idea, because I'm in my own little bubble.
Okay.
Like obviously there is all that, like 90% of what I hear in house actually doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
So you've got a soul scene, you've got people like Vic Lavender. I like the bubble I'm in, which is slightly removed from the scene. Like, if I had my way, the scene would just be like going more towards soul.
Yes.
And there is definitely like people like Vic Lavender and what my Restless Soul, you know, co-producers like Jose Corretas, what they're up to is a real solid jazz influenced soulful house thing.
Okay.
But in a way, that's old-fashioned.
Isn't the old-fashioned one supposed to be educated with?
Yes. I don't know, like, one thing is for sure, like, on the back of, in this city, like, I don't know, on the back, in this city at least, Soulful House has definitely become much more popular than it's ever been. Ever. When we used to go out, when we used to go to things like Troubles Night, the amount of black people that were into house was tiny, and it was a real special, almost like a secret.
Yeah.
And now everybody's into house music, and the good thing is that those people that are really into the soul are getting turned on to it almost by mistake.
Yeah.
Almost by the popularity of funky house. You're getting 18-year-old boys and girls, young men and women actually getting turned on to
like the shit in the background that's been out for a while.
For real, yeah.
Beyond and then now it's hitting the funky house scene.
Yeah, totally.
Again, we had the Cure and the Chords.
Yeah.
You know, those tunes sort of made that crossover.
Yeah.
I still feel that there's a soulful implement that people are missing and turn it into UK funky, which we're not UK funky, we're actually soulful house.
Yeah, I don't know. Ultimately, I just don't know. I have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I know that for me, I keep coming back to that point of I'm a soul boy.
I'm a soul boy.
Before I'm anything else, before I'm into house, I actually don't care about much else.
I'm a real groovist. I like my real groove. I like my 70s, 80s soul.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from, man.
Yeah.
That's why I grew up and started boogieing. So
yeah, for real. I think one thing I will say about the future is.
I think you decide to search on James.
We'll see whether it happens.
I like that.
Broken Beat has kind of died.
Broken Beat's died because it's taken on the UK funky style. That's why.
Well, no.
Well, the UK funky style has taken on Broken Beat.
Yes, but they don't have the jazz.
No.
So it will be 10 years before those producers are at the position that people like Digo from Four Hero were. When Digo from Four Hero was 19 years old, or in his 20s, when they were making Mr. Kirk's Nightmare and people were raving to that in Fields, then of course they were making simple bassline tunes back then. I heard.
We were.
So I can see like how we watched my generation and the people older than me, because I was a kid. When I see their progression to become as accomplished and well-rounded as producers, in 10 years' time, some of these funky house producers will be making incredible music. So that's a real long-term view. I think that the funky thing is going to actually see something really quite interesting, but it will take 10 years to fully develop as good as it could be. But there's going to be people like Swindle, for example, who are making really interesting funky stuff. So I'm watching when I'm really old, when they've been out there for a while. That's going to be interesting.
You got a website? People here somewhere where we can find you?
Bopstar.tv.
Bopstar.
Yeah, and of course the restlesssoul.co.uk. And yeah, I guess in the more short term for me, I've got a bag of new remixes. I've got a new I've just done. If anybody wants to download that from the website, I've got a copy. Yeah, that's a copy. That is not my album.
Okay.
But it's everything I've done today. But if it was my album, that's what it would sound like.
Okay.
So in a year's time, it will actually be my album.
Okay.
So this is for anybody to tell me what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it, and it's like a rehearsal.
Okay.
So in a year's time, there'll be the full album.
We'd like to get you. We'd like to get you up in the studio at some music, because obviously we're streaming tonight on Supplemental Music Radio, outsidemusic.com.
Okay.
It's Ancestral Soul tonight.
Yeah.
The show's actually called Post Roast Sunday Sessions.
Yeah, yeah.
We try and obviously host every Sunday between 4 and 8 p.m. on Supplemental Music. If you'd like to come and do a guest set, by all means, give me a shout, or I'll give you a shout. I'll hit you up on the email, I'll hit you up on the Facebook, or you got Facebook, or
Yeah, DJ Bopstar.
DJ Bopstar.
Yeah.
I've got you on the. I've got you.
Yeah. You have.
You know what? Try CSP. You know what?
Yes. Absolutely.
Bopstar in the house. Ancestral Soul. 10 Goldborn Road. This is CSP TV. Check us out. Post Roast.